Hello, welcome to a series of videos which will be looking at how Microsoft Dynamics CRM can be used to manage processes within housing. In this first edition, what we're going to look at is how Microsoft CRM can be used to log a complaint. In this instance, we're going to be logging a complaint from Rose Malem here, and to do that we're going to click on our log complaint at the top of the screen. Now what we have on the screen is a list of active complaints that Rose has open already, and we can see those. We can also see resolved complaints and the category as well. So if Rose is actually calling up about one of these complaints, we can load it up, view it, edit it and so on. But in this instance she's logging a new case. So I'm going to click on the new case button, and we can see that we can just log the very basic details of the case here. Now, typically this is used in the call centre, where we just want to log those details and get those sent through to the complaints team. So I'm going to put in some details about this. So it's a repair gone wrong. We can specify the feedback type, so it's a formal complaint, and how was it received, so we're going to say phone call. We can also specify what it's regarding, and it's regarding repairs, and also put in a receipt date and correspondence date. Now if these two fields aren't completed, then they will just be today's date. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to click on the create case, and what will happen is that case will get created in the background, and we'll go and view that case and how it looks. So let's just click on that create case, and that has now been logged on the system. So let's go and have a look at that case in a bit more detail. So I'm going to navigate up to resident information, and I'm going to go through to my cases area. And I can see a series of or a list of complaints here, and repairs and ASBs. So I'm going to type in here gone wrong, so we can do a search for that complaint we just logged. And we can see here we've got calling about a repair gone wrong, but this was the one that I'd logged, so let's just open up that complaint. So what we see straight away is all the details that I logged about this particular repair. So we can see it's repair gone wrong, who the customer is, the status, reason and so on. And what I can do is I can maybe add a description, preferred outcome. We've also got something at the top of the screen called a business process flow. And what this allows me to do is manage the stages. So I can enter the information I need to enter for each individual stage that we've got set up. At the moment we've got 3 stages set up here, but this is fully configurable within the system. So if I scroll down, I can see additional information. Firstly, when I first log a complaint, it automatically creates certain things. So the first thing it does is it sends text messages, the text message to Rose to let her know that complaint has been logged, and to let her know when to expect an acknowledgement and a reply. And I've also got tasks set up which notify me that I need to send out a receipt and a response, or an acknowledgement and a response for this particular complaint. I've got a full audit trail of everything that's going on here, so we can see that tasks have been created, an SMS has been sent out, and also a survey has been linked to this complaint as well. And finally we've got all of our staging information here, so we can see stage 1, the start date, and also when the acknowledgement is due, etc. And as we move through the stages, that information will change as well. So let's move to the top of the screen, and I'm just going to add correspondence date. So I'm just going to say it's then I'll put in a description which might be for example, repair caused damage to carpet, and then I can proceed with saying that yes, we've carried out an acknowledgement, and yes, we've done a response. So the business process flow just guides us through what we need to do on the system. Once I've done everything for stage 1, I can send out a letter if I want to. So to do that, I just go up to the top of the screen. I can select Mail Merge, and what I'm going to want to do is create a letter activity, but I don't want to do any queue for local printing or to print remotely in this instance. But then I can select the appropriate template here, and if I select response for as an example, I can also select the appropriate paragraphs, and these will be custom paragraphs that are added to the document. If the to area here is blank, then it will automatically go to rows, but I could actually select another person that this letter can go to as well. So that's how I would do a mail merge and add it to the system. What I'm going to do is I'm going to have a look at the survey, surveys. I can see the survey that has been created for this, so I can open up that survey. Now typically you would do a survey obviously at the end of a particular case being completed, so we can see all the details here. Very satisfied, and I can just click on it as I move through the survey and so forth. And then once I've finished, I can save this record, and that survey information then is available to be viewed anywhere on the system. So what I'm going to do now is I'm just going to quickly do a few things on this case. So for example, I'm going to complete some of these activities, and I can just click on the complete here to complete them. If I wanted to, I could add another task and then maybe allocate it to someone. I could also add notes if I want to here as well, or maybe even add a phone call. So let's just quickly add a phone call. Called Rose to check if all is okay now. She said it was. I can then click on OK and close down that phone call, and that's recorded. If I couldn't get a hold of Rose, I could always click on the left voicemail here, so let's just select that. I could maybe then add a task if I want to and allocate it to someone, but as Rose is happy now, all I need to do is resolve the case. So if I click on Resolve Case, it just gives me a screen here where I can put in the resolution type. You can expand the resolution window to include lessons learned as well, if required. So the resolution is that it was sorted. And then click on Resolve, and then the case is closed down. So as you can see, it's just a really quick and easy way to show you how we can log a case in CRM. We will be doing other videos as we go through and show you some of the functionality that's in CRM, so stay tuned.